Is our world broken? A look at modern society's challenges. In the 21st century, we find ourselves in a world that often feels fractured, both literally and metaphorically. From global crises like climate change, inequality, and political instability to personal challenges such as mental health struggles and a sense of disconnection, many are left wondering, is our world broken? In this article, we'll explore some of the key issues facing our society today and examine whether these challenges point to a deeper systemic problem or if they simply represent growing pains as humanity evolves. 1. Environmental crisis. A planet under siege. One of the most glaring signs that something is wrong with our world is the ongoing environmental crisis. Climate change, driven by human activities such as burning fossil fuels and deforestation, is causing extreme weather events, rising sea levels, and devastating ecosystems. Biodiversity loss is accelerating, and many species are facing extinction. At the same time, pollution, plastic waste, and overconsumption are taking a toll on our planet's health. While there are global efforts to curb environmental damage, such as the Paris Agreement, many argue that the changes are too slow and often undermined by political and economic interests. As the planet struggles to recover, the question looms, are we pushing the Earth beyond its limits? 2. Inequality, a growing divide. Economic inequality is another sign of a broken world. While technology and globalization have brought prosperity to some, the gap between the rich and the poor continues to widen. Billionaires control vast amounts of wealth, while millions of people live in poverty, without access to basic needs like clean water, healthcare, or education. In many parts of the world, this inequality is compounded by systemic issues such as racism, gender discrimination, and lack of opportunity. The COVID-19 pandemic only highlighted these disparities, as the vulnerable were hit hardest by the virus, while the wealthy saw their fortunes grow. Many ask, how can we build a fairer world when so much power and wealth are concentrated in the hands of a few? 3. Mental health crisis, a silent epidemic. Beyond the environmental and economic issues, there is a growing mental health crisis that points to deeper societal problems. Anxiety, depression, and stress levels are at an all-time high, particularly among younger generations. The pressures of modern life, from social media to job insecurity, are taking a toll on mental well-being. Many people feel isolated, disconnected, and overwhelmed by the pace of life in the digital age. The stigma surrounding mental health issues often prevents individuals from seeking help, exacerbating the problem. In a world that values productivity and success, emotional well-being is often neglected, leaving many to wonder if our societal priorities are misplaced. 4. Political instability, democracy in crisis. Political systems across the globe are also under strain. Many democracies are facing crises of legitimacy, with citizens losing faith in their government's ability to address key issues like corruption, climate change, and social justice. Polarization is on the rise, with political debates turning increasingly hostile and divisive. Authoritarianism is making a comeback in some regions, as leaders exploit fear and division to consolidate power. At the same time, misinformation and fake news are undermining trust in traditional media and institutions. This political instability has left many questioning whether our current systems of governance are capable of solving the problems we face. 5. Technological disruption, progress or peril. While technological advancements have brought incredible benefits, from medical breakthroughs to global connectivity, they have also disrupted many aspects of society. Automation and artificial intelligence are changing the job market, leaving many workers uncertain about their futures. Social media, while connecting people across the globe, has also contributed to the spread of misinformation and online harassment. The rapid pace of technological change has outpaced our ability to regulate and adapt, leading to ethical dilemmas around privacy, data security, and the impact of tech on mental health. The very tools that were meant to improve our lives are, in some cases, contributing to our sense of disconnection and unease. 6. The search for meaning, spiritual and existential crises. Amid these challenges, many people are grappling with existential questions about the purpose and meaning of life. In a world that often prioritizes material success, consumerism, and individualism, some feel a growing sense of spiritual emptiness. Traditional religious institutions have lost followers in many parts of the world, and new movements are emerging in search of meaning, whether through mindfulness, meditation, or activism. As people search for answers in a seemingly chaotic world, the question remains, can we find a way to live more fulfilling, purposeful lives in a society that often feels broken? 7. Is there hope for our future? Despite these challenges, there is still hope. Around the world, individuals and organizations are working tirelessly to address the issues we face. Environmental movements are pushing for more sustainable practices, while social justice campaigns fight for equality and human rights. Advances in science and technology offer new solutions to old problems, from renewable energy to medical innovations. While it may feel like our world is broken, it's also important to remember that humanity has faced crises before and has often emerged stronger. The path forward may require rethinking our systems, values, and priorities, but it is possible to build a more just, sustainable, and compassionate world. Conclusion: is our world broken or evolving? In the end, whether our world is broken depends on how we respond to the challenges we face. While the problems are undeniable, there is also immense potential for change. By coming together, reimagining our future, and addressing the root causes of these issues, we have the opportunity to repair what's broken and create a better world for future generations.